You know that feeling when you sit down to write and you're all ready and suddenly everything else feels more important? The dishes, your laundry, alphabetizing your spice cabinet? You're not alone. So many writers have intentions to sit down and write, and something just feels like they're blocking them and they have to go do something else. But here's what I've learned over 7 years of coaching writers. The thing we think is blocking us is rarely the thing that's actually blocking us. I work with so many writers who say, I don't have time to write. And once we start digging into their calendar, we see they have more time than they thought they did. It's not time that is stopping them. It's distraction. And the distraction comes from deeper issues that make it hard to sit down and believe that the action of writing could really end up with them publishing their stories, sharing their work, having an impact in the world. I see 3 major blocks in my coaching students that I want to share with you today to see what might actually be stopping you. The first one you might think of as confidence issues, but it's really an identity crisis, which is what I call it, the identity crisis. It sounds like, who would want to read what I have to say? I don't even have an MFA. I can't start being a writer at 50. Notice how none of these have to do with writing talent or time. It's giving yourself permission to take up space in the world as a writer. It's about believing your stories deserve to be told, not because you're special, but because you're human. And because you're human and you have your human stories, other humans are going to want to hear them. The second block I call the isolation trap. Because we have this idea of this lone writer out in a cabin somewhere, smoking a pipe and just jotting down notes. But community has been one of the biggest gifts to my writing life that keep it going. For 4 years, I have been running a daily writing group called A Very Important Meeting. And in there, we say, how was your writing today? How was your writing? One person is down, another person picks them up. Another person gets a publication, everyone else cheers them on. We watch each other work, and we know how much effort is going into each publication. And when we see someone who's down and we pick them up together, it's so great to see them the next week say, okay, I'm back in the groove. It's like running a marathon. When you see a runner fall and the other runners stop to pick them up, it's that beautiful. When writers come to me and they don't have community, they say, I'm writing in a bubble. I have no idea if my work is good. I feel like I'm trying too hard and it shouldn't be this hard. Spoiler alert, it is that hard. Which is one of the things you learn in community. Think about how much you've tried on your own. I know I tried to be a writer on my own for years. Reading as much as I thought I should, writing, and then just submitting, which is kind of embarrassing. Community is one of the most important aspects of becoming a writer for me, so that you can see where other writers are pitching their work, how they're getting things done, and who they're reading. It's like we're all just these wildflowers in a field blooming together, rather than trying to be the one most beautiful flower in the vase. The third roadblock is what I call the follow-through fade. And as someone with ADHD, I know this so well. You get super excited, you have your new project, you got some new pens, you got some star stickers for your calendar, you get the star the first day, the second day, the third day you have to rip the star in half, and then from there, you fail. Then the shame spiral starts, and then we just avoid the project. Consistency to me looks like I get up every time I fall. I unquit every time I quit. And with the systems that I've put in place for myself, I don't have to worry about that as much. The world has been set up for you to do a lot of things. Watch Netflix, scroll on your phone. There are a lot of other people, really smart people, getting paid really good money to shape your habits. And we can't rely on motivation or discipline. We have to rely on the structures in our lives that nudge us toward work. That's how I've gotten 20 pieces in the New York Times and I've had 2 essays go viral to 2 million readers or more. So here are the 3 roadblocks we've discussed: the identity crisis, the isolation trap, and the follow-through fade. The good news is, once you recognize these traps, you can work around them. And you don't have to do it alone. I want you to look out for my next video where I'm going to teach you my system that hundreds of writers have used to actually start finishing their work. But before we get to that, I want to give you something today, which is a meditation. I have used meditation for decades to help me calm my anxiety, find focus and flow, and just get into the writing. At a very important meeting, my daily writing group, we have been using this for 4 years to get together and all calm down and get in the flow of writing. So I'm going to give you a meditation today that I call the permission to create. You can save this and use it anytime you want to get into your writing and not have to worry about the anxiety, the self-doubt, and you just want to create. You can click on the link below to get that for free, and be on the lookout for my upcoming video that will help you understand the full system of getting your writing finished. Because what I know is your stories matter, your voice matters, and there's someone out there that needs to hear what you have to say. Thanks so much for being a part of my writing world, and I'll see you next time.